Shuffling
This
up.
is of course the old school charity event on this beautiful Friday, the first day of the Tier 1 con here in
yeah.
Sweden. And
Yeah, I've really been enjoying myself today. And then we have this one to like top it off. I get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow it's modern. So it's just good things into good things.
Can't wait, yeah.
Yep. Good things into more good things.
So we've seen a lot of strange plays, and just weird things in general. Beautiful cards, the most iconic spells ever printed.
Definitely, and a big fireball to finish the game.
I mean, yeah.
I think that was like awesome in the game where back and forth, fireball. It's just, I think it's awesome.
I think we had like a lot of like this and that,
Yep.
And we had like super quick games in the first, like in the earlier rounds. I feel we had like long, long like sideboarded games, like like game 2s and game 3s, in the last couple of like rounds.
Even one going to time, which is usually not super entertaining, but it was here because it was exciting from start to finish.
Totally. So here we see two players who have both been on the feature match.
Faces, I was about to say.
They've both been on the feature match area before.
Yep.
Matt Furby and Juice. I think Juice is still on the Bant.
Yep.
Like Ernemgeddon, I think.
Ernemgeddon, yeah.
Is what the deck's
But
called.
was Metz another blue-white player? Or was he a mono-green player? That's the...
No, he was a Triskelion player.
So
there you go.
I just call it Big Red.
Yeah, that's like the Triskelion Manifold,
Rogak, deck, yep.
Light, what's it called? Ball lightning.
Yep. Yeah, ball lighting in your Manifold deck is just not
also
something
like...
you see every day. So...
As we see a turn 1 Agothian Pixies. Now this creature, technically, it's super good against like all the artifact threats Mats has, because I believe he also plays Suchi and so on. But look at this, this is a...
This is against artifact creatures, it's 2 mana, 2/1 unblockable, and can't get killed by Triskelion, so this card will probably shine.
Yeah.
But let's see how it does against active library.
Yeah, like Juice does have a pretty aggressive start.
Yeah, but he didn't have anything to use his 4 mana on, which is kind of bad.
Yeah, let's see how things go. Maybe he does have a disenchant or something in his hand, so it's plowshares maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely possible. So I'm excited to see how Mats can like convert his card advantage into taking control of the game.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking. Library, as good as it is, is sometimes it just doesn't do enough, to impact the board. And here, this is exactly what we see, right? Like library, instead of drawing a card, is used to cast a cute little fireball for X=1.
Yeah, that's just flexibility. We just saw it finish off an opponent on 10 life the previous match, and now it's just taking care of a cheap creature to buy time, basically. And I agree with the decision of taking a turn off library in order to preserve your life total and then hopefully, pull ahead later.
Right.
Because card advantage is not going to be a problem. And here,
because
regrowth. That card is
deck.
flexible. Some guys, like to regrowth, Brain Geyser, Ancestral Recall, stuff like that. But Juice easier to regrowth is 2/1.
Right. Would you draft regrowth in a limited deck?
If I would play it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just quite good. You can if you have a removal spell, you can play it again. If your best creature dies, you can get it back. It's a good effect.
I guess, yeah. So what's important about old school is that the spells are super powerful. Like not only like Fireball, but also things like Ancestral Recall, of course. Black Lotus, Demonic Tutor. Like you want to really get those cards back.
Yep.
You typically don't get Agothian Pixies back. However, since Juice is like on this aggro plan, like I can totally see how
it's good flexibility. Sometimes it's Strip Mine, sometimes it's a Plow. As you saw he was on camera a few matches ago. He recycled a Plow. I think. Yeah, just the flexibility of regrowth is strong, and then Ancestral and Time Walker are obviously some of the best targets. So he likes attacking first, and I think Matt's just played out the factory, meaning if he animates it, he can't pump because it would be summoning sick this turn. So
I mean, he can still
offer
a trade.
Yeah, he's trying to trade it off, but okay.
We do see the Swords of Plowshares B4 blocks. Okay.
So he's trying to gain an additional life, and I'm not sure that's possible. Right? Let's see how much life he gains here.
That goes in exile. She's just being really... accurate about this game. I
So
like
let's
it.
see.
I like it.
Yeah, I can't really keep track. But anyway, it was summoning sick, so he couldn't pump it to gain one
right?
more life.
Yeah.
That's just how it works, right? In the first turn cycle.
How about another factory? There is
He's
also
playing
the
matching factories, and I think every other player I've
nice.
noticed they play.
Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But let's see what Juice is up to, because it's only they both have the same one right now. Did he forget to gain life? I think he just like subtracted the damage he was taking in combat. But I'm not sure.
Okay. So here we see, we do see a disc concept. So like, again, I think what Mats really wants to do here is just like to get to to 4 mana ASAP to cast this disc, right?
So let's see if Mats want to play that game again. He didn't want to.
Okay. Juice a little flooded.
Yeah.
I think he has like another Mox in his hand. So if Mats can get rid of the Pixies eventually,
Exactly. Then things are looking up. So what's that land? That's like, I would call it like the White Pendelhaven.
Maybe
it's not.
That is of course the famous Hammerheim.
Oh, great name.
So what it does, first of all, it has a sick name.
Yeah.
It taps for red mana. It is legendary.
Oh, it's the red one, right? Because Caracas is the white one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think what it does, it removes first strike from something. I gotta reread the card, but it does something really stupid.
And I think so. The downside is it's a non-basic, but that's only important in the phase of Blood Moon, and it's already red land.
It's already red, yeah.
So I think it's free once you play like mini mountains in your deck.
Like most people I talk to, whenever we talk about Hammerheim, it's always like, well, you can also play a mountain, but this is literally the only format where you can and want to play Hammerheim, because you can.
Yeah.
It's not about like this card is not particularly strong. I can't really tell you.
What about White Knight?
Yeah, I mean like, I guess the Knights have first strike.
Yeah. Yeah, White Knight and Black Knight. Those must
Right.
see like some play.
They do see a lot of play, yeah, in like mono black, mono white.
So it is free once you decide to put like.
Right.
So let's see how. Okay, first things first. Draw a card with library, but no fast mana. Like, and we saw multiple mana bolts out of this deck, so we know they're in there. Mm-hmm. So Rook Egg is also good with like activated disc.
I mean, yeah, it is good with this, but it's also very good at blocking Pixies, all day long.
Yeah.
It's not an artifact.
Felwar Stone.
Yeah. If I was Mats, I would feel somewhat.
You're confident now he's stabilized?
Kind of, right? Like the Rook, I really like how much, how good of a wall the Rook Egg is.
Yeah, it's quite strong.
Right? I mean, it doesn't deal any damage, but hey.
So what about now? You can't really attack because the factory's better at defense than offense, as we talked about a bit earlier today. No, I don't think there will be any CEDH coverage this weekend. Today we have old school, and then we have modern for the rest of the weekend. But I mean, let's see what makes sense like when Sunday comes. Who knows? 4 mana, just develop the disc.
Yeah. And Mats has drawn so many cards of library already.
Yeah, resources is not the problem. Well, life points is the resource that's the problem, but...
Yeah,
but
I think Juice is really hoping for something like a mind, like a time twister or something like that, something that can, pull him back to the game, because he does have he has the full set of Moxen. He has the other 2 Moxen in his hand, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 3 creatures going into the red zone. Mats decides to kill the factory, which I'm trying to make sense of because... Oh yeah, that disenchantment was clutch.
Real nice. Okay.
But... Do you like killing the factory there?
I honestly... I don't think so. Huh.
Wait, what did he kill it with?
With the lightning bolt. There's a lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning bolt.
There's a lightning bolt, but there's also a blood. I can also see a blood moon, which is a little awkward with the Library of Alexandria, of course.
Yeah, but I think
it is a clean answer to all.
Oh, so you had
factories.
blood moon is a. Yeah, and then you have the egg to just stop the 1-2-1. I think that would have been awesome. But at the time, he didn't know that his disc was getting killed. So the timing there is important.
Yeah.
So if the disc stays, then it's nice that he got rid of the factory, I guess. But yeah, good play by Juice, just slow rolling the disenchant and letting his opponent.
It looks like he drew another factory here.
Okay.
Probably punching in for another
2 damage.
Another 2 damage, maybe.
I can't believe he still has Library active.
Oh, well, he drew the lightning bolt off Library effects. Oh my goodness.
That's how you do it.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's how you do it.
That's crazy.
Definitely how you do it. But yeah, CEDH, like in a month or so, there will be the next Tier 1 Con hosted in Copenhagen, and I believe the focus will be on CEDH there. Have you ever played CEDH?
Only once or twice, I think. It is basically like the most competitive.
Yeah, I would say so.
Kind of Commander, because like I know that Commander is a very popular format, but you know, not everyone likes casual games, so I can totally see where those people are coming from.
Definitely. So it looks like a disc is blown up, which leaves almost nothing on Juice's side of the table, and then a 4/4 flyer on the other side of the table. So.
Oh my goodness.
Well, what happened with the egg?
The token.
Yeah.
You get at the end of turn.
Oh.
At the end of turn, a token will make. It's a little bit of like a strange mechanic.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
like,
say, because like
so these days we would call it like a delayed trigger. But
right. You know. It's
like at the beginning of the next end step. That would be the wording these days.
Right.
Suchi is the battlefield, which is a cool comeback, but I assume the dragon would happily trade for it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I think at this point, like Matt's almost want to trade anything.
Exactly.
With Juice, like almost doesn't matter.
And
like
then when the dust settles, he has like 5 cards.
Dude,
left.
he has a library, going. It just doesn't matter what it is. Just you can already see like a pair of Triskelions in his hand. There's a Ball Lightning. We might see that a little later, maybe, but Triskelions also.
For now, we need to stabilize. We don't need to like lava axe our opponent.
Right. And also, like Juice doesn't play any red cards, right? Like there are no lightning bolts or anything like that. There might be some Psionic Blasts, maybe, but.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has like 3. Yeah.
Right. I mean that is nothing, but. So we shall see.
Okay. So the dragon is probably ready to stay back here. Oh, is this? No, this is not Blood Moon. Okay, I can't believe he's playing out cards, but he still has 7. It's just. Ooh, so he.
Oh, nice. Okay, Lightning Bolt plus Triskelion. I dig that.
And then you can start attacking. Triskelion is a 3/3, staying back against the factory. So he's slowly but surely getting there.
Yeah, well, he has everything figured out. Yeah, if Juice wants to make a comeback this game, like, I don't know if it's Ancestor Recall. I think he needs to find. I think it needs to be Time Twister.
But the problem is he plays Savannah Lines, he plays like 1 toughness creatures, and already
a lot of them. Right.
2 or 3 of the green pixies is gone.
Right.
Chaos Orb.
Yeah, what about Chaos Orb? A little late to the party.
Yeah, I think the damage is
like Library has
already
drawn
done.
so many cards already. It's almost like
really.
Yes.
I'm curious to see his technique.
So I might as he doesn't even care about the library. That's interesting. He goes for the 4/4 flyer. Oh, he does. Yeah, he can't. Oh, yeah. This is the thing. Like, he can't target the token.
He can't target tokens. Okay.
Has to be a card.
So
has to be a card.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about the players know more than we do, and the players know more than the judges when it comes to this format. It's just so. So getting rid of the Triskelion. So let's see. I think this threat. Yeah.
Damn, beautiful spin. Okay.
So now we've seen 3 different techniques today. And then, the fact that he kept up the factory. Again, he's keeping information from Mets here. Am I getting hit by factory later on, or am I not? I just like the sequencing. Even though it wasn't like a strategical advantage this time, but it was just a good habit to like conceal your next move, I guess.
Right.
And now Manival could be like some problem.
Man, Matt.
He decides to go to 4. Okay.
I mean, that Blood Moon does look so tempting because, like, on the one hand, like, you shut down your own Library of Alexandria, but like,
then you just
look at Juice's board, you know.
To play mono red for the rest of the game, and your opponent can't play Magic.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
You cut him off green, you cut him off white.
Mm-hmm.
You cut that.
I want to see the moon, but we're not going to see the moon. We're going to see a Triskelion, which will also stop the factory Colt. Mm-hmm. And then the 4/4 keeps getting in there. I mean, I like that plan as well. And now the context is Match doesn't have to worry about Lightning Bolt, so actually just going to 3, going to 2, it's not a big problem. Well, I guess, he's already in Psionic Blast range.
He is, yeah. And again, like, okay, what about a Surrender Referee? A little late.
Definitely.
Might have been useful like a little earlier, but
Yeah, now, really just I agree with you about the Blood Moon. So many bad things can happen when you don't shut everything down.
Yeah, like if I was Matt, I was like, I've drawn so many cards of library, I almost don't care at this point, and all I want to do is like making sure that Juice doesn't come back into the game,
So same old. Formula with Lightning Bolt plus 1 counter from Triskelion. Doubling up to kill a big creature. So 4th edition is an old school at this point, at this format. No, so just up to unlimited for our original prints like the Dark, like Legends. We don't want any Chronicles and stuff like this. So really the ultimate gentleman's format. Yeah, this is looking very grim for Juice. He's basically just waiting for Mets to put him out of his misery. Reducing your opponent's life total by 6 can be...
I mean, this is 10 points of damage coming in.
It is.
This is and Juice has to block, otherwise he goes down to 2 life, and that's when the Triskelion kicks in. So
can you answer why he didn't attack with the Triskelion?
He could have also attacked with the Triskelion.
What happens if he does that? Then he just wins?
I think he does.
Because then Juice's only plays either... he can only prevent 3 damage rate.
Right.
So that's either block the Triskelion and boost, in which case he'll get shot for 2 and the 10 damage.
Yeah,
just coming in.
Like even before blocks, it can just be like shut down.
Yeah.
But hey, okay, well, he has a concession anyway.
Definitely.
This game probably, I think, among all the games today, it really showcases like the power of Library of Alexandria. I think. It was completely unchecked for the entirety of the game.
It really was.
Mats, I think, did only skip the library draw like once, I think, for the fireball.
And I like that play a lot, actually.
Right?
Even though it's so tempting. I want all the cards. But you also want to like kill your opponent's stuff. Because you will keep the cards flowing eventually.
Yeah.
So he didn't he skipped library for 1 turn, but he could just pick it right back up the following turn. So, I mean, I really liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, we're nearing the end of the day. I really had a good time, I think. It was super fun to cast this format. So
dude, it's getting late. Like as you can see right on the back here, like the massive play area.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be like super crowded tomorrow.
For sure.
It's almost empty at this point.
I can't believe where did the modern players go? Because that was a 7 round in top 8.
They just vanished,
Yeah, they really did. Maybe they just made some price split and decided to call it a day.
We're still here. We're having a good time. Going through some old school events. This is the last round of the event today.
Yep.
And tomorrow there will be more Magic, other formats. Also fantastic commentators. I'll be gone. I'll be doing something else. Yeah,
tomorrow's Modern, so I mean, different. It's the same game but different format. So I mean, it would be awesome if you guys joined. But yeah, for now, let's enjoy some
old school,
old school, and just get the last squeeze every drop of juice out of it before heading to bed. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a little sneak peek about player sideboards. So, good question here. Are International Edition / Collector's Edition legal for this tournament? No, unfortunately not. Tomorrow it will be, but not today. Not today.
Okay, as we see the sideboarding from Juice's side, we do see I think the full set of with the Crumble and also Blue Elemental Blast. Now that's a really potent card in post sideboard.
Blue Elemental Blast is
not
pretty
really
strong against like Brugek on the stack.
Of course,
You'll also, you saw Lightning Bolt, and you will expect Red Elemental Blast to come in as well. So
most iconic fight.
Yep.
Blast versus Blast.
Good counterplay for sure.
I'm also interested, what does Juice take out in this matchup? Because all his cards are somewhat decent.
It depends on how much stock you put into the Armageddon plan also.
Oh yeah.
If you think that's going to be good enough. I think generally it is, because Match is not running cheap creatures, so you could win the game with it, but I'm curious.
I kind of like the Armageddon effect, because maybe the plan is to have some creatures and never make Mats have 6 mana for Triskelion.
I mean,
it sounds a little ambitious, maybe.
Yeah, but Mana Bolt can complicate those things for sure.
Oh yeah, they might. Yeah, that's a super interesting matchup. Can't really say who's favored. I think especially post cyber, so many Blue Blasts and Crumbles. There is a decent chance for Juice, to change things. While Matt's still looking at lots and lots of Lightning Bolts. Lots of chief removal.
I don't
Triskelion being the absolute MVP in this matchup.
Triskelion is awesome. I really don't like the ball lightnings with how it just doesn't help stabilize the game. It helps close out the game, but against aggro you usually want to.
It's almost kind of embarrassing, right? It's kind of like a one shot into nothing,
Yeah.
Because the damage race is usually not what the game is about, but let's see if it can shine here, or maybe he even brought it out. Who knows? Players are almost ready here for game 2 of the final round for today. The awesome-looking mono-red deck is up a game against the Bant Ernemgeddon deck. Also, we didn't see any Ernemgens hit the battlefield last game.
Yeah.
We saw one Ifrit. But it was actually kind of cool to see Triskelion teaming up with Lightning Bolt to take down 4 toughness creatures.
That's so cool. That's just good teamwork. That's like like a sports team. Where
nice assist.
It's just not a lot of individual good players. It's kind of it's just good team play.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice. Okay, we're starting off pretty aggressive, like a
this
turn 1
is what he
Pixies.
told me earlier on. He liked the full mocks because he could play these, had to have more turn 1 plays on top of the Savannah Alliance.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just,
Okay. He was like, almost like, is that a bold? No, it is.
Developing the mana bolt here is just super potent. Triskelion waiting in the... So let's see if Fuse can follow it up
this would
here.
be such a good spot for an artifact removal. But
Do you think Fuse plays counters? I really don't think so.
I mean, he's kind of representing counterspell,
He really
right?
is. Maybe plays like the one drain. Who knows?
Yeah. Let's see.
So
obviously, like Triskelion would be absolute devastating on this board spade, as it, can. Oh,
no, it
actually,
can't. Yeah. So it's actually just a 4/4.
Oh my goodness, that's just yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. So carrying the bolt here, I really like.
Yeah, this really reminds me of like
When did he do it?
Like
did he do it on upkeep? Yeah.
He
So
did.
just to steal a mana in case there was a blue blast. I like that. Unfortunately, he just couldn't keep. He wasn't able to keep stepping on the gas here, and even an additional creature. So there's the Triskelion, which doesn't deal with the pixies, but it does race it. So.
And there is okay, so there is Sonic Blast.
So, Juice is taking 5 there.
That's a little
3
painful.
from the Triskelion, 2 from the Psionic Blast.
Right. But the Mana Vault now tapped doesn't provide any mana. Also, pinks every draw step. It's gonna be like additional damage. So, Matt needs to find a way to untap it or sacrifice it, do something with it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So if you ask me, I kind of like the Juice's. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you must be a fortune teller.
Oh
because,
my goodness.
But I agree. I like this position as well.
What about Ancestral Recall, if you don't mind?
While already being a good spot, draw Ancestral Recall.
Oh my
I'll take
goodness,
it.
yeah.
I'll definitely take it.
That's another damage. Uh-oh. Okay.
Strip Mine. I mean, Strip Mine does take care of a factory, which is not bad.
That's something to start with, yeah. But we still got those pixies.
Bant Geddon. Geddon for the win. Yeah, it's awesome when... so Juice is just... I mean, that's just the inevitable fate of that factory. So neither player are developing more stuff to the board, so maybe their hand is like full of reactive stuff.
Sure, I mean Juice, still might have things like additional.
Maybe he's waiting for the perfect time to Armageddon. Who knows?
Wow, chaos or being drawn, pretty good timing, because there is.
Oh yeah,
the Maze of Ith.
Yeah, so I think he wants to kill the Maze of Ith before attacking here and just keeps playing.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I mean, he has a plan, and he's. So now let's see.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta flip that from a height of at least 1 foot.
That's just the best. So that's awesome.
It's actually quite funny.
It really is. Just okay, yeah. So it's not 3 damage. It was just 1 damage. Because Maze of Ith takes care of the attacker. The war cry of a missing a flip.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. The real struggle. Okay. Well, that's one way to get rid of the Mana Vault, I suppose.
So this is a clever play I thought about. If you crack your disc on upkeep, you don't take the 1 damage.
You don't. Because that triggers on.
Okay, so he goes for the untap. So what about the Maze of Ith? That must be untapped. Yeah. Okay, they got it.
Right.
So this is just. Oh, this is gonna be a long. But I guess Armageddon is just a perfect answer, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Armageddon is just so good against the mazes. But Juice keeps playing out lands. What does that tell you? I'm like, does he have all his Armageddons in the board? Because he's not going to need 6 mana ever.
There are really not that many spells where we need so much mana. Like the one you can think of is obviously like something like a Brain Geyser, for example.
But I don't think he plays. He plays like more low to the ground.
He would have cast it already by now.
But the fact that he plays out that land, I'm gonna ask him afterwards. I'm curious if Armageddons are all in his sideboard. Why is he playing out his lands? That's a good question. We are wondering the same thing. The answer could be to have Armageddon in the sideboard. The answer could also be to make your opponent think that you have Armageddon in your sideboard. and try to get like a strategic advantage of, okay, maybe the coast is clear to play out all of my lands.
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
like Mats is holding, is holding his on his lands. You know, there's no more land drops. You know, just. Also, I kind of like this play because, like, what happens if you top deck a Library of Alexandria, right? Like, you know, you want to have the
Like
active
what just
immediately.
happened?
Yeah. Oh,
So-
what just happened? You know?
So that's actually a good. I think we had that in an earlier match where. Okay, he had 7.
He happened to have 7.
I kind of underestimated the total amount of the cards in hand. I guess Ancestral Recall helps. Okay, I like this.
Yeah,
So Juice is now totally fine with the standstill, but he keeps playing out the lands. I can't wrap my head around it.
He's leveling himself. I like that.
Could be. I mean, I've known the guy for 20 years, and that wouldn't surprise me. So there's this city in a bottle. Is that Pixie's card from Arabian Nights?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Antiquities is like a set designed for like artifacts and also artifact hate.
Okay, so it's from Antiquities,
Yes.
not Arabian Nights.
No, the Pixies are from Antiquities.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. So the
let's
disc kind of makes sure that we're not going home to bed anytime soon. That card is just, if something goes wrong, then he has a reset button.
Like, players on a somewhat reasonable life total here. Matt's on 9. 9 is okay. Again, Juice doesn't have any direct damage except something like a Psionic Blast.
Right.
So it makes
needs
it
more than 2 of those.
yeah, it makes it really easy for Mats to kind of like to see what's going on.
Yeah. Players taking their time. I don't. Speaking of time, I don't really have the round timer, but
I mean, it looks like a lot of tables have already finished their rounds.
I hope this ends in like the chaos orb flipping. I think that's so cool. I think that was just like
I'll fucking do it again, you know.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was super awesome.
Oh man,
Okay, so
that's the dream, baby.
so the crumble forces the disc activation, which is cool, and it had to be done like eventually, I think.
Right.
So no life is being gained there.
Right. But also, yeah, I mean, like, Juice probably doesn't really mind the crumble in general, because like he has so many cards in hand, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah, I
can
think he
basically
has
do
more
whatever
or less
he
like a
wants.
full grip. And I
Yeah.
think I spot 1 Psionic Blast, but it's still somewhat far from getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, untap disc is always a great insurance policy. Makes one feel safe in case anything crazy happens. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought about it. It's like, it's not super game breaking right now, but it
Right.
ensures that things aren't getting out of hand. It's a good question, but I think he's oh no, he plays black, so
Yeah.
you can also see a Badlands.
There's like a slight black splash.
Yeah, so
his
he would
deck.
have like maybe like 4 Badlands, the Jet, Stone if opponent has black,
Sure. Lotus, obviously.
and then 1 or 2 cities maybe.
Sure. Yeah. Speaking of Lotus,
A freak.
Juice does have his own Lotus on the field. Not very useful at the moment, but
Yeah.
it will be a critical card for like a Brain Geyser turn maybe later.
Yeah, I'm still not sure he plays that card, but maybe he does. Like the mini Savannah, somewhat low to the ground deck. I'm really not sure.
Right.
Can't remember if I found it when I browsed his deck earlier.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, this is like an end of turn Sonic Blast, I believe.
Yeah, I hate really. It's like I take 5 damage. I mean, but
3 mana, take 5 damage. That's like that. I mean, that's barrel. That's okay for limited, but
3 for Triskelion, and 2 from the Psionic Blast itself. That's what I mean with the 5 damage.
right.
But yeah, killing 1 maze because this is beautiful. So kill 1 and then keep 1 under control with all the what. So Maze of It is very good against the Freed, right? That'll end the game
of course,
eventually.
yeah. That's
Is that
that's an
Stone
actual
Rain?
win condition.
No, I don't know. You know what match has in hand. It's not a Stone Rain, I think. The card next to Badlands, I'm not sure where that is.
Next to Badlands.
In his hand, so it's kind of impossible. Suchi follows.
Oh man, like this might be an earthquake, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad guess. But he's like, what's my life total? Is this even plausible? But it would be like Earthquake for 4 is. So they're both at 8, so he can draw this game. Oh my god!
Oh my
so is he up again?
I mean, this is game 1.
Yeah,
I would
actually do it. Because of time, I just assume the round is over soon.
Oh my goodness! It's getting late, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. So let's see if Mets feels the same. I would. Yeah. It's so perfect. They're both at 8. Come on, do it for the show. He can go home and show his wife. So I killed 2 players in 1 swing. Come on, go for it, dude. He's thinking about it so hard. So
one of the very few ways to make a game a draw, I think, right?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Yeah.
So this is just he has to now assess: am I a favorite to win this game if it goes on, or would I rather start over? So it's actually a strategic decision. We're laughing.
Okay, so we do see an earthquake, but it is not lethal.
This is the
X4.
X4, but it's non-flyer, so the.
Surrender be freed.
It stays in play. Okay, I would have killed 2 players there. I would have just killed 2.
No, but he still has the Maze of It.
Okay,
remember,
I see.
right?
So now he has a standstill that he thinks he's favored in.
Well, Juice has himself on a 3-turn clock.
Okay, yeah,
right?
he plays Lightning Bolt and stuff. Okay, I'm convinced.
So
I'm convinced.
I don't hate this at all.
This is brutal if he dies to his own Freed.
Yeah, this is like a really strange way to finish off the game. But
yeah, Earthquake is non-flying. It's because I used to play with the one that says
Hurricane, probably, right?
No, the other
green one?
It's a portal card, so it says non-horsemanship creatures.
Oh, got me.
So that works on fires as
Rolling Earthquake.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's the one. Yeah, like
Rolling
that.
Earthquake. Yeah, so that's what I thought the card did. Mind Twist for.
Here's a Mind Twist. Met by a disenchant, not too impressive, but just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, this works.
And there
Fireball
is,
for 2,
and this might be the lethal. Oh, this is the lethal fireball. Holy shit! Oh my goodness, this was a good game.
That was a great way to end it. So the second, somewhat lethal Fire Blast.
Yeah.
Just in combination with the Ifrit.
Man.
Yeah, the Earthquake decision, I really liked what he did, because in my mind he would kill the 3/4 as well.
Right.
Well, what about if he Earthquakes for 7 and pass the turn?
I mean,
then the game's over, right?
The game is technically over. Yeah, it is.
How do you like that? You put yourself to 1, you put your opponent to 1, pass the turn, Ifrit trigger. I think.
That's just good magic.
I'm probably missing something, but this was also a cool way to end the game.
Yeah.